Hello everyone, this is CY once again. Today we're going to look at the SMAC SMEG dual thermal block espresso machine again with a bin hopper that's already pre-installed, and then we'll look at the ability to steam milk and also extract espresso at the same time. So without further waiting, let's get started. But before that, if you have not subscribed to my channel, to remember to hit the subscribe button. It really helps us a lot, right? So let's get started. Alright, let's first get the machine started. Make sure the power is on. Okay. Yeah, the heat up time should be pretty fast on this machine. Usually it's under, I would say, 3 minutes, I think. Right, so let's just wait for a short while for the machine to get heated up while I lock up my portafilter, right? And I'm going to flush some water through the group so that I can heat up my portafilter quickly. And I'm going to load some fresh beans inside the hopper. Usually the starting grind setting I'm going to go at is around 5, right? So let's pour some new beans inside and let's get started. Right, the first few times, I don't think I will be able to get the espresso dialed in so quickly. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to try to extract the espresso first. Then I'm going to, once I extract the espresso well, then I'll actually get into the steaming milk and then extract espresso at the same time. Right? So this can be it can be a short process or it can be a slightly longer one. So I hope everyone just bear with me, right? So as long as the 2 button here is flashing, right, it means that it is still getting up to temperature. And once the 2 lights stop flashing, means you're able to pull shots. So let's just quickly flush our portafilter by pressing the button. Basically, a single shot and double shot button, which is programmable, right? You can long press to register the time, I believe. Right, and of course, this is single shot and double shot grinding, and I believe it can be programmed as well. So let me get a wet cloth to get ready. Right. Right, so let's try by pulling the first shot of espresso. Right, I'm just going to use whatever comes stock with the machine. Right, you can see the portafilter is warm, but it's not hot enough. So while waiting, let me just put my temper on top, space out everything that I need. Right. Alright, so let's start by grinding the coffee. Usually I prefer to have a scale, right, to measure the output of the coffee that I'm getting. So let me get my scale out, turn on the scale, make sure you tear out the portafilter first, right, before you dose, right? So you can just leave the portafilter at the silicone holder and then press the double grinding button. Okay, there's a preset time. You can see how fluffy the grind is. Right, it's pretty fluffy. Right, I'm quite sure this is lesser than 18 grams. Right, it's about 14.5 gram, which means I have to dose a little bit more. Right, that's 18.3, 18.4. I shall be getting 18 grams. So let me get a spoon, right, to take out about 0.3 grams of coffee. Yep, okay. And then I think we are good to go. And because the coffee ground are really very fluffy, there's actually no need for you to do any WDT, right? So basically, I'm just going to go straight and temp it. Right, you can see I'm not using any dosing funnel or whatever. WDT, RDT. Of course, you can't do RDT in this grinder because the beans comes with a hopper. Right, lock up the portafilter. Okay, let's see how good is the extraction is based on the first try, right? I think this cup is too small, so I'm going to get to this. Again, let's tare it. I'm going to press and hold and start a timer at the same time. Okay, pressure is going up. I think we may have to grind a little bit finer. The pressure is hitting at around, I think, slightly below. Okay, I'm getting about 38 grams of coffee in about 25 seconds, which is, I think, I will consider this as a pretty good shot, but of course it can be better, right? So let me just quickly taste the coffee to see whether we are getting the right taste. The espresso is not very hot. There's a slight acidity there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind the coffee one notch finer, right? Then I'm going to dial in again, right? So just to show you the puck, right? You can see the puck is pretty dry. Right, let's knock it out, right? Knock it out cleanly, right? Usually I just do a simple wipe down, right, to make sure everything is clear. Lock it up, flush some water, right, and get ready the second shot. I believe the second shot should be already better. So let's straight away steam the milk and then brew, extract the coffee at the same time. Right, I'm going to make probably a latte, right? Depends on my see how well I steam the milk. Right, so let's see how well I can perform. Right, let's keep this espresso cup aside. Okay, let's grind again. It is important to always try to measure your dose so that you can actually program it so that you will grind roughly around 18 grams of coffee, right? So this is something that you can keep it consistent so that you know any changes that you make is not due to the amount of coffee that you grind. Right, so it's important to keep something fixed and something that you want to change. Change one variable at a time. The SMAG EGF03 comes with a conical grinder, very similar to the other brands that comes with all-in-one sort of a bean to cup sort of a grinder. I mean espresso machines like Solis, like Bravo, all these using the same similar kind of grinder. Now it's getting about 15 to 16 grams. Just now we're only getting about 15.5, I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong. My memory is failing me sometimes. Right. Okay, 17.9, 18. So I think this is perfect. So let's try to remember we are extracting espresso and then steam milk at the same time. So I'll be getting my pitcher ready. Right, I'm also using the pitcher that comes with the EGF03 machines. So usually I'll do a quick purge first. Alright, so let's get ready. Okay. Temp. Right, lock out the portafilter. Put my cup below. Okay, Okay, I have to stand on this side to froth milk. So, okay, so let's do a tare, start to extract. I may have to make a corrections. I realize that this model right, apparently it can't really steam and extract coffee at the same time. I thought it comes with a dual thermal block. Okay, but let me just double check with the manufacturers. Oh, by the way, I have to show you this way, right? Okay, not the best latte art. Right. Okay, so okay, to do a very simple test, right? Let me just do it this way. Take out the portafilter. Take this out. You can see that the moment I start to engage any of the brew button, right? Yeah, the steam is not activated at the same time, right? Which means this machine can't really do steaming of milk and brewing of coffee at the same time. But what it can do is immediately after you brew, you can activate the steam. There's no waiting time needed, right? So, and the reason for this is because I think it only comes with one single pump, right? So I have to make a corrections. This machine is able to steam milk immediately after you extract your coffee, and you will not be able to do both steaming of milk and and extract espresso at the same time. But you can do it one after another. So there's still two thermal block, but because you are limited by one pump, hence therefore the pump can only be activated at one go. But I'm going to open up the machine to see whether there's actually only one pump inside. So if there's only one pump inside, means that it can only do one at a time, right? So thanks for joining me. This is CY once again. Let me double confirm on that. Then I'll make another video to confirm what I'm actually saying. Before that, I'm actually assuming that this machine can do because it comes with a dual thermal block. So I assume that it can do both steaming of milk and texturing of the coffee at the same time. But I wasn't sure until I tried. So today I tried it. It is not able to, but it can do it one after another immediately, right? Which means you do not have to wait for the thermal block to cool down or to heat up to pull a second shot. So to pull a second espresso, you can pull it immediately. You don't have to worry about the thermal block overheating, right? For your espresso, right? So I think this is what I've discovered so far, right? And thanks for joining. And I'm sorry for the wrong information. And then I should have find out this information with the supplier, which is SMEG Singapore, right? So let me just double confirm with them again, and then I'll make another video to clarify everything. So thanks for joining. This is CY. Remember to hit the subscribe button, right? So sorry for making a blunder here, but at least I managed to find out because there was actually a comment coming in asking whether this machine is able to do brewing of coffee and steaming of milk at the same time. So apparently it cannot, right? You can only do one at a time, but you can do it one immediately after another, right? So thanks for joining. I'll see you again.